Hey guys, this is Dark Skeleton, and today we're taking a look at 3 new mech cards from the Goblins vs. Gnomes expansion set. They're all class-specific mech minions, which kind of infers to me that Blizzard wants to release at least one class mech card for every class in the game with this set. First up, we have the Andonized Robo-Teddy, which is a 2/2 minion for 2 mana, but it has some special abilities that make it good. Firstly, it has Taunt. Secondly, like Druid of the Claw, it allows you to choose between 2 different effects. One is +1 attack, and one is +1 health. So effectively, it's either a 3/2 or a 2/3, either way you still have Taunt. And that makes it kind of a versatile card. Now the thing about Druid is I'm not really sure they need a Taunt minion on turn 2, so is Andonized Robo-Teddy something that is actually needed for Druid? It's entirely possible that with the new set, the types of Druid decks that are going to be run are going to be completely different. However, I still kind of have trouble seeing the actual purpose of this card. Given that it's only a little bit stronger than a Frostwolf Grunt as a taunt, I kind of question its real value. I think the main thing here is that it's a mech unit, and if you were playing a mech Druid deck, then you might be able to get some crazy synergy things going on there. But aside from that, it just kind of seems like it's pretty okay, but not really a special card. Can a Druid deck even really afford to be throwing in cheap minions like that when they need the spots for big things like Ancient of Lore, Ancient of War, or Scenarios if you're running Token? Next up we have the Fell Cannon, which I'm convinced is a far superior card to the Andonized Robo-Teddy. This thing gives you the same stats as a Sinjin's Shieldmaster, that's 3 attack, 5 health for 4 mana. But it's also a mech with the special ability at the end of your turn to deal 2 damage to a random non-mech minion. At least I assume it's random, it doesn't say it's random, but usually those kinds of effects don't let you target. Assuming it works like a Demolisher at the end of your turn, it's a lot better because A, it has good stats, and B, it will activate the turn it comes out. For any decks that aren't going full mech, I think this thing's going to be incredibly scary. Warlocks are getting some pretty strong minions. In fact, I think this card is strong enough that it's going to make its way into most Warlock decks when the expansion set comes around. Very impressive card, I like it a lot, and I'll definitely be using it. Next we have the Screwjank Clunker, which appears to be a pretty strong mech unit for warriors. This 2/5 for 4 mana plays a lot like Defender of Argus. As a battlecry, it gives a friendly mech unit +2/+2. Now in terms of pure stats, assuming Defender of Argus hits 2 creatures, that's still 2 extra health that this thing will have, minus the 2 taunts. However, an upside of the Screwjank Clunker is that you only need 1 target for its battlecry to be fully effective. With this Bouncing Blade and Shield Maiden, it kinda seems like Blizzard is putting in mid-game cards for Warrior to push it into a different kind of playstyle, or to at least open it up as a viable option. Currently you only really have face warriors that just try to rush your opponent down, and late game control warriors. There's really nothing in between that people actually play. At least as far as I've seen. So the Screwjank Clunker seems like it'll be a good addition to any kind of warrior mech deck, but we'll really have to wait and see to determine if any kind of mech-based warrior deck will really be viable or not. Of course, outside of a mech deck, or at least a deck that has a lot of mechs in it, you probably wouldn't run this thing because you'd have no targets. Well, I've been Dark Skeleton. I hope you found looking at these cards with me to be interesting. And if you want to see more Hearthstone content, go ahead and subscribe, and if you have any comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Thanks for watching.